Hi there. Just doing a quick check-in. The last time I checked in was July of 2016, so it was last summer. At that point, I was weighing in at I think like 220, 222, something like that. And now this morning I'm weighing in at 225. So I feel like I have done a good job of maintaining my weight so that hopefully I'm not like I obviously don't want to get back up to where I am. But anyway, we have a special guest today, and this little guy looks a lot older than he did the last time we did a video together. So
hey guys,
Cody, I'm really interested in finding out from you. I want to know how you feel when you see me being 225 pounds in comparison to what I was, say, like 4 years ago when I was 150.
Well, you see Blake, no, but you look way different. I mean, like, it's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Because
I'm happy for you.
I will struggle with feeling like a loser, feeling like a failure, feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like I have failed at life. Because I have gained so much of my weight back. Haven't gained all of it back, and I don't anticipate gaining all of it back, but like this is probably where I'm gonna stay.
That's
you
good.
know? You're okay with that?
Yeah.
That's good by you?
Yeah,
so you don't have any negative feelings about it? Like you don't feel like I'm a loser because I gained weight back?
You're the only person who sees yourself as gaining weight. Nobody sees that. We see like 120 pound Lindsay. Like
listen to this kid. Like I can't even with that. What about all of the changes that have come as a result of it? I remember Gumma had said to me that when you guys were talking about me getting Lapband in the very beginning, that you said to her, and you were kind of mopey, kind of upset, I don't know, maybe kind of crying, and you said, I don't want my mom to change. So my thoughts...
I don't like change.
I want to know what you think about the change that has come as a result of Lapband. What changes have you noticed in your life, honestly?
On my life?
Yeah.
I mean, you become cooler. Like, usually, like, back then, if I remember right, like, you were kind of, you just weren't, like, as, like, educated as you are now. Because back then, you kept to yourself. You were kind of quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You were with that... Dad? What and now, like, you actually, like, you go out, you have fun with friends, or you hang out with us, watch movies.
Yeah.
Like...
So the change, then, from your perspective, has been okay? Has been good?
It's been amazing, yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add before you go check your girlfriend at the door? That's my boy. That's him. That's one of them anyway. It's interesting. I had a conversation with another girl that, bye baby, have a good day at work. I'll see you later. I had a conversation today with one of the other girls that I've known for a couple of years through Lapband, through this YouTube channel. And she was struggling with having gained weight, right? She's done, just an absolutely, sorry, this is like all really stupid. She's done an incredible job of keeping her weight off, like absolutely. And I think we've probably had Lapband just about just about the same amount of time. I can't remember exactly, but, probably 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And she had, now mind you, I have gained 70 pounds back, right? She's gained 13. And I know what she's feeling. 13 can feel like 70 in the moment. It really can. And, I talked to her about that and just said, you're right there. Like, think about how much weight you can lose in a week. We can lose 5 pounds in a week. Or I'm sorry, not in a week. Well, actually, yeah, in a week. There have been a couple of good days, a couple good weeks where I've lost that much. But for the most part, we can lose at least 5 pounds in a month. And I said, well, I'm like, worst case scenario, it takes you 3 months to get the weight off, like that you've put back on. Small potatoes in comparison to what we have lost, previously. and to, you know, to what we were staring at when we first had our Lapband surgery. Like for me, I was looking at like 130 pounds, I think is what I ultimately lost. And then I think I have found my spot where I can stay at now at 222 now, or 220, you know, in the 220s. I recognize that from a health perspective, it may not be the best weight for me. But I think that, you know, I think it's a good weight. Now, something else that I spoke about with her is taking control of your thoughts. This whole weight game is really, really tough. Like, it consumes me and it controls me at times as well. You know, when I've gotten up to 230, I'm like, whoa, holy shit, like scale it back, you know? And there are also times that I struggle with, like, I can't even watch any of my older Lapband videos from when I was like 160, 170, even 150, because it's too hard. It's too hard to think that I was there and that, like, I kind of let it go. You know what I mean? Like, it got out of control. Now, what I can tell you is there have been a lot of changes in my life as well. You know, work picked up from a significant perspective. I started working a second job. There were troubles that were more upfront and like in my face with, you know, in my marriage also. After I lost the weight, it was really hard, like seeing, like, he would say oftentimes, like, oh, I'm going to lose weight, but on my own, like, not with a Lapband. And he wasn't meaning that, like, he didn't mean it the way that it sounds, you know, just in terms of, like, kind of shaming me, but it put a separation between us. So there were things that I was doing to better myself, and I would see him maybe not necessarily making the same changes or making enough changes for me, right? So I think that, like, that has been really tough as well. I mean, granted, there have been struggles in our marriage we've been married for 18 years. How do you not have them? But over, last summer, we did separate, and, I'm looking at now probably moving out in like April or May. I'm thinking probably May. But, you know, really trying hard to keep it positive. And that's why I was asking Cody earlier, like, what are the changes that you've noticed, like, in your life as a result of my Lapband? And I'm not saying that it's as a result of a weight loss surgery. What I'm saying is it's as a result of looking to change the way that you are living your life. There have been great times. There have been pretty awful times. You know, I think I mentioned in my last video, I'm drinking more than I ever have, though I have scaled back on that. I'm no longer taking Prozac, which I was taking before, because I want to feel the changes that are happening, and the heartbreaks and the defeats and the go in the other room. This is me. The defeats, as well as the I don't know, the wins, you know. So anyway, there's still a lot of change that is on the horizon now. You know, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm losing my job sometime in the next month. It'll be done by March 31st. I foresee taking a road trip for a month, for the month of April. I think, like, everything has felt very out of control recently. And I think it has to do with my weight. Obviously, I think that people that don't have a struggle with weight don't necessarily understand the challenges that we have with it. Because it's something that is really, and I'm not kidding when I say this at all. Like, I'm not being funny. It is a daily fucking struggle. And sometimes not even daily, sometimes hourly, you know. I was telling the chick today that I was talking to, like, I haven't purchased an ice cream in over 5 years. Don't do it. I haven't eaten a candy bar in over 5 years. Like, I have shared one, like I've shared, you know, I'll take a third of it and then I'll give my sons the other part of it. Yesterday at lunch, I had a martini and a cup of crab bisque, you know, and somehow ended up gaining 2 or 3 pounds yesterday. And I still have no idea how that happened. So it is a daily struggle. And it's one that I struggle with, the way that I feel about myself, the way I feel about other people, the way I feel about my life, the feeling of defeat. the feeling of challenge. And most days it's defeat. You know, most days it doesn't feel good. But I think, especially this week, has been really, really tough. Today is the first day that I feel like I have felt kind of like life is back in me, you know. But it's a struggle, and it doesn't stop after you lose all the weight. In fact, I think that's just when it begins, and that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So hope you all are doing very well, and I shall talk to you soon. Bye.